Hey all, this Whistling Phil. I've got a revelation, at least to me. It's probably not new to anybody else, but to me it is. You know, you can't just randomly show up on the scene like I have. I'm relatively new. I've done 200 videos this channel. And 5 years ago I did a lot, but you can't just show up on the scene as a newcomer and hope to make money off YouTube. There are people out there who that's now their primary source of income. But they didn't start out just vlogging. I realized this because some of my good pals, Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, I say good pals, I don't know them. I'm talking like I know them, but I've just been watching their videos for a few weeks. I'm not even a long time fan, I'm just a new fan, but I've just been watching them, and I realized that you can't just show up and make vlogs. They make some vlogs that are just okay. I think they're hilarious, but they're not really that funny. I mean, when they're talking, especially sometimes, like I watched one, they were see, it was like they were talking about a trend or something. I don't know. One of them was talking. I don't. I'm not thinking well. Sleep deprived. But anyway, I thought, hey, that's what I want to do. I want to be on a. I want to do a web show, do a talk show, just sit there and talk, and have 1 million viewers. Yes, I thought that's the way to go. And then today I realized that's not all they do. I mean, that's not what they start out. They've been doing a TV show on cable when they were younger, like before they moved out west to Hollywood or wherever. It's in California. But until they used to do a TV show, and they've done hundreds of videos that are like skits and stuff. I mean, they're not just sitting there talking, but they've actually done little comedy videos, and that's where it is. You've got to have something else to hook people. If people had not been fans of them for years, watching them do funny stuff, and they wouldn't just watch them. I mean, some people, you get the dorks like me who thinks they're hilarious and love watching them, but you wouldn't get a huge viewership from just showing up and doing a web show if you're just talking. So I'm not going to get it. I realize that. I've got to have something else. I've got to have a hook. I've got to have a product. Now, last week when I was thinking about a product, I was thinking I don't have something made. It's not a made product. It's not tangible. What I'm selling is myself. I am the product because what I'm doing is I'm putting out information, hopefully being funny, speaking, stuff like that. My writing, that's product. That's me. I'm putting down. And that's what I've been trying to do with Whistleville Independent Publishing Agency, my book publishing. I've been giving advice, but I haven't really. I don't have much. I really have more to sell. I know a lot of stuff, and there are a lot of people out there who don't know anything about books. Don't think, oh, I can't get a book put out. Even ebook, God, it is so simple. Anybody can do it. Anybody, well, basically, anybody does do it. I mean, but to put out a quality product, one that doesn't read like crap and have bad grammar in it, bad spelling, and that's what I want to do. I want to help put together a good piece. Not just throw it out there, but put together a better piece. And that's independent publishing. But even that, there's not going to be a lot of money in that because I'm offering services cheap and free. I mean, that's not going to be an income. A few weeks ago, my wife told me where the money is. and I kind of scoffed a little bit. But as often is the case, she's right. The money is in this fiction book that I've been putting together. Oh my goodness, I've been thinking about it, I've been shelving it, I haven't finished it. Okay, 20 years. It's long. It's not written, but it's been in my mind a long time. I started writing, and then other things take priorities, and I don't work on it, and it's kind of shelved, or I say shelved when it's actually in a computer file, but shelved is a good term for a couple years. And then I start writing again, but when I start writing, I reread from the beginning, so I get myself caught up and I get back in the flow, and end up rewriting a lot and adding to it. And a couple of times that same story has been lost. The computer froze. I'm working on a laptop now. When I first started 20 years ago, I was working with this desktop, and I was working with a different program even. I mean, it was a different word processor, and so it's the computer that I had it on was lost twice. So I started rewriting it again, and about 10 years ago, I even changed the name of my protagonist. He has grown up with me. When I was first writing the story, he was an older teenager, somebody I could look up to, someone who was cool, and then he became kind of angsty, a 20-something angsty guy. And as I'm writing now, he is more mature. He's 30-something. He's taken on the responsibility of kids. He's taken on the responsibility with the family. I mean, it's the protagonist has grown up. Okay, so that's Avery told me that's where the money is. I've got to finish this book. I put this out. I plan to be finished because I'm working on it now. Have the ebook, the first ebook done in 6 months, because I've got like 5 books in my head. I just need to get out, basically. The first ebook in 6 months, and the second one in maybe a year, and then 6 months after that, 6 months after that, 6 months after that, if I have another book, if I really push those, that's where the money is. It's young adult science fiction, funny fiction book. I mean, it's just silly, but it's serious. It's where the money's going to be at. And the other things are side projects. I do want to do a web show, and I do want to keep helping other people publish. I know those aren't going to pay the bills.